My name's Shaun and I keep crocodiles in my back garden. This one was the first ever crocodile that I had. This is a Cuvier's Dwarf Cayman. When I got her she was only about 14 inches long, and it's lovely to have grown her up now, and we actually had eggs from her last year. She's in here with a male. Unfortunately the eggs were infertile, so a bit of a shame there, but hopefully we'll have better success this year. As you can see, she's got some yellow-bellied sliders in there with her, and you know, the 5 turtles get along fantastically with the 2 cayman. There's no problems at all. I'd actually trained these 2 to come so that they knew when it was feeding time by tapping their lampshade. Crocodiles definitely, along with most animals, they do develop into a routine, and they certainly recognise sounds and movements. And like I say, the male may come as well, but this kind of sounds like the tapping of that lampshade. So that's why she came over there. Now they sit with their mouths open like that, like he is at the back there. Just when they're a little bit too hot, they don't have sweat glands like we do. They can't sweat and cool down, so they actually sit there with their mouths open, letting all the heat out. This species is also is in the top 5 most endangered crocodile species. Has a very limited range in Cuba, extensively hunted for a skin. It's quite a medium-sized crocodile. They reach about 3 meters in length, and they're the second most aggressive species of crocodile, so very interesting to deal with. These are Siamese crocodiles. We have the smaller male just there. Around Christmas time we introduced these 2 to each other in the hope that you know, we can get them living happily together, and then in the future breed them. We're just seeing how it's getting on at the moment. There's been a few little marks on the female where the males tried to take over dominance in the enclosure, and so we'll see how this one progresses. These are West African dwarf crocodiles. They're the smallest species of true crocodile, and they reach around between 5 and 6 foot. These 2 have stopped feeding in the larger group, so they've been separated, and so they're not being bullied out of the food. So and they're back feeding fine again now. No, mate. There you go. I mean, these guys look, as you can see, you know, they're not fresh out the egg. They're 8 months old, but perfectly formed, all with teeth intact, and ready to hunt. These are West African dwarf crocodiles. This is the mother to the babies that we've hatched last year, and the male sat there at the back. The babies that we bred last year from these 2 was a great success because they're an endangered species. They've only been bred 1 mother place in this country, and that's been Bristol Zoo. So it was a great achievement for us, and certainly to have 20 eggs was unbelievable. Normally the females have an average of around sort of 13 eggs, but so to have 20 was you know, extremely rare, and then to have all 20 hatch was even better. At the moment we've got 10 species, which is the UK's largest collection of crocodiles. Some of these are endangered, some of these are in the top 5 most endangered species of crocodile. Some of these species have numbers in the wild left at 150, 200 animals, so they really desperately need our our help, and that's what we're trying to achieve with the zoo. And that's why we want to open the UK's first and only crocodile conservation park.